What it do, y'all? It's your girl Makeup and Travel, and for today's video I am bringing you guys my next video in my series of Must Have Mess Gags. And for this series, this is a series inspired by Samantha March's Will I Buy It series. I will have her series linked down below along with the community playlist. I am a part of the community playlist, and a lot of other YouTubers, people who post on this platform are on there as well. So if you're interested in these Will I Buy It videos, definitely go ahead and check out that link. I also have all of the pages that I use linked down below, so feel free to go there, follow them, so that you guys can keep updated with all of these trends and stuff as well. The only other thing that I wanted to say is I did record this look. If you're interested, it's not a super bam bam look, but it is with this palette. I am doing a 3 looks 1 palette with it, so just stay tuned. It should be coming up later this month. And then also I wanted to apologize for not putting a video up last Sunday. The video that was supposed to go up last Sunday will be going up tomorrow. I am actually exporting it right now, so it should be up there and ready to go even before I finish editing this video. I am recording Saturday night, so I have quite literally had 2 weeks pretty much of stuff that I have saved. As always, a lot of my stuff is indie, but I do splash in some mainstream brands as well. And yeah, let's just get into it. I'm gonna scoot over, and yes, I know I'm oily. I've had this base on for 5+ hours. Thank you very much. Okay, so JD Glow is coming out with a lot more multi-chrome pressed pigments, or pressed shadows. I haven't purchased any more from JD Glow, but I really am a fan of their eyeshadow formula, both their shimmer, metallic, their galaxy, and their matte. I really enjoy JD Glow overall. Almost all of the products that I have from them I have enjoyed. So I would recommend this eyeshadow color, which is called Urgent, along with the other ones that they have released. If I can find the other ones, I will put them on the screen as well. ABH is coming out with a new palette. The palette's already released. I've seen it in store, and it is called the Riviera palette. Now, a lot of people are like psyched over this palette. They're like, yes, this is color. Yes. It has a couple of colors, not too many, and to be honest, the colors that it does have, I have in my collection. So I am going to pass on this palette. If it does go on sale, which I'm betting it will because I'm pretty sure this is limited edition, once it goes on sale, I'll probably scoop it up. I do enjoy ABH's formula, and this color scheme is nice, but it's not nice enough that I feel the need to purchase it out of one of my 3 eyeshadow palettes for the month. So we are going to skip. Bombshell Cosmetics is releasing a new collection. It's called their Malt Parlour collection. They've been doing a bunch of sneak peeks, so I will put them all on the screen. We don't really know what it is. I'm going to assume it's an eyeshadow palette. The last sneak peek that I just saw today, actually, let me scroll to that one. Well, one is an eyeshadow palette. It's called the Bomb Burger palette. And then they have a milkshake eyeshadow palette, and they've sneak peeked 4 shadows. So I'm really interested to see what this full collection is. They also seem to have a palette that's called Fresh Baked. So all very interesting concepts. I'm not like here or there about the whole using food on my eyeshadow palettes. That's not a huge deal breaker for me. It's not a huge promoter either, but we will see once I get the full collection and the full view of the eyeshadow palettes. Colored Rain has released, they have released their Safari Rain eyeshadow palette. It is pretty, and I will get it, but I'm not in a rush to get it. Mainly, just like everybody else, a lot of the colors that are unique are in this palette, which is the Juvia's Place Tribe palette, as well as the reds and stuff I have from Colored Rain. I have every eyeshadow palette from Colored Rain, and they tend to do a lot of decent sales after the palettes have been on their website for a while, and I'm not paying $39 for this. So once they do a sale, which I know they will, I will go ahead and scoop this one up, but until then, I'm good. Glow Recipe is coming out with a mist. It is their Watermelon Glow Ultra Fine Mist. Now, I have tried some things from Glow Recipe. I've tried their moisturizer. I'm currently using their face mask. And yeah, those are the two things that I've used. I did really enjoy their moisturizer. I don't think it's worth the price, but it is a really nice moisturizer. Their sleeping mask is too oily for me. It really is. It has a very oily feeling on my skin, and because it's not my last product that I put on my face at night, I really don't enjoy that in particular. But all that being said, this face mist looks interesting. I like that it hydrates and all that jazz. It has vitamins, amino acids. It's only $28, so not that much, but I have a lot of setting sprays. I don't tend to go through setting sprays all that quickly, so I don't feel the need to get this in particular because I do already have a spray that I use when I want some hydration. Let me find it. So I actually have three now that I think about it. I have this, which is the Rose Water Pearlescence setting spray or finishing powder. I got this from TJ Maxx. I have the NYX Dewy Finish, which isn't really dewy, but that's here nor there. And then I also have the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. So all of these are already dewy skin mist. I'm an oily skin girl, so I don't really need another dewy skin mist in my life. But once I get through like maybe 2 or 3 of these and I really want to bring another dewy spray back in my life, I will consider that one because it's a pretty cheap price. Next, Devinah is sneak peeking that she's also coming out with some duochromes. You guys know I love Devinah. I have done multiple videos on my channel, I am pretty sure, with certain things from Devinah, whether I'm talking about them in the new releases or whether I'm actually showcasing them on my eyes. I really enjoy her formula, and I really do want to just do another tutorial, just go through my singles and just do some tutorials with my singles because I think that would be kind of cool. But yeah, anyways, I really enjoy this color. I have purchased a single that replicates this quite recently, so I might not pick up this color, but I'm interested to see what other shade she comes out with this duochrome finish. Suva Beauty came out with their Rose Period palette. That was my video finishing. Anyways, so Suva Beauty came out with the Rose Period palette. First of all, I think that's an unfortunate use of words. Second, for me, I like that these are pinks. You guys know I've been going through pink phase. One of these two palettes is like full of all pink eyeshadows, a whole palette. And I would have purchased this had I not went through my phase of purchasing a lot of pink single eyeshadows. And then in addition, those 4 on the left of this picture are just too light. I don't want them. No, especially the 2 mattes, I don't need them. So for me, overall, this palette is just not where it's at. It is only $40. It is releasing on March 6th. So if you're interested, by all means. I just don't think I need this palette in my collection, although I do think it is pretty. Amihearts Beauty is releasing a new palette. They have sneak peeked. Let me make sure. Is this the same palette? Go away. What? Yeah, that is the same palette, I'm pretty sure. So they have sneak peeked it and they've shown it fully in the swatches. It looks really, really pretty, I must say. There are some really nice pastel pinks, pastel mattes, and then they have some lighter shimmers but also some deep shimmers. I might actually go ahead and scoop this one up. I have not purchased from Amihearts Amihearts Beauty Cosmetics yet, but Amy Loves Makeup here on YouTube has done a lot of their content, not their content, she has showcased a lot of their makeup items on her channel, so I've gotten a pretty good sense of their collection, so I might go ahead and scoop this one up. Violet Voss has come out with the new eyeshadow palette. It's called the Sugar Crystals eyeshadow palette. Now, I was actually going to go ahead and pick this up because that top row was screaming to me. The middle row, I love. The bottom row is duochromes. But then I thought about it. I have all of these already in my collection. Granted, I have everything in my collection, but I already have this. I really love my Sugar Pill Pro palette for my bright colors, bright mattes, so I don't need that top row. The second row I have somewhere in all of my singles. I have it. And then the bottom row, I just recently purchased the duochrome collection from Kristen Leigh Cosmetics. So that's basically what this bottom row is. So I don't need this palette. Very pretty palette, but just not something that I need to bring into my collection. It's not going to bring any value at all. Too Faced has sneak peeked some more items that are going to be coming in their Tutti Frutti second collection. It looks to be a cream or a jelly highlighter, a Do You primer, Do You setting powder, and a kit of party ready essentials. None of these are up my alley. I don't like dewy products regardless of that and the other things that I've talked about. I just don't. So this is all a pass for me. Milani has released some new colors in their like glittery liquid eyeshadows. I do have one or two of these Milani glitters. I just can't seem to find it in that dark drawer. And these are pretty, but I don't think I need any of these colors. At most, I might need that green. I kind of want to go through my liquid eyeshadow collection again to see if I don't have that. And if I don't, I will scoop it up because that is a really, really pretty color. And I also did want to get that powder that everybody has been using as a bronzer. So I might scoop those two up at the same time from the Milani website. Devinah Cosmetics has come out with a bunch of new greens. Like I said, I love Devinah. Devinah is actually that big palette right there. It's the Juvia's Place single eyeshadow palette. That is all of her singles, and I'm pretty sure I have no more room in that eyeshadow palette. What I'm gonna do is kind of wait. I don't think I'm gonna purchase the whole bundle. I just don't think I need that right now, but I might go ahead and scoop up some shades. I don't know, it depends on how I'm feeling. Right now I'm not feeling yay or nay about eyeshadows. I haven't even purchased, last month I didn't purchase any eyeshadow palettes at all. Bizarre. So we'll see. Maybelline has come out with a new foundation. It's called the Dream Urban Cover Foundation. It claims to be full coverage and a protective makeup. I am not a full coverage girl. I'm here yay or nay about the whole protective makeup, and that whole kit and caboodle right there is full of foundations, so I am good on foundations. Maybe if I hear raving reviews about this, I'll get it, but right now I already have a couple of foundations that I'm interested in trying when I can get through some of these foundations this month. The Smashbox and the Hood Witch collab has officially released. It's on, I want to say, Ulta's website. It's on Smashbox's website as of right now. On the screen, if it's somewhere else, I will put it on the screen for you guys. The only thing that really drew me in is that highlighter. I am currently on a no-buy when it comes to highlighters. I know everybody keeps saying that they didn't like the Vlada highlighter, which is literally right there. I like my Vlada highlighter, so it's not the fact that I don't like the highlighter or the formula. It's purely because I'm on a no-buy right now when it comes to highlighters and blushes. We will see. I might scoop it up, maybe if it goes on sale, because too many people don't want to purchase it, which that'll be right up my alley. Thank you. But yeah, we'll see. Glamour Edge Beauty is releasing three new eyeshadows for St. Patrick's Day. These are really pretty colors. Pretty primary green matte, then you have a lighter green, and then you have a darker shimmer, one dark shimmer, one light shimmer, and then the primary green. This is a pretty collection. It's not something that I'm like, I need to have in my life, because I have these colors. I of course would always love and be interested in trying out a new formula. So that would be the only real reason why I'd pick up these colors. But I have a feeling that I've talked about Glamour Edge before, so maybe if there are a couple other things that I was interested in getting from this brand, I might put one or two of those in my cart. Good Molecules is the skincare brand that Beautylish has released. I am waiting on the edge of my seat for Stephanie Nicole to do a review video on these babies, because she already said that she was purchasing them and she would do a video. So after she does, I might scoop up one or two of these items. This is really reminding me of The Ordinary, the way that they have done their products. A lot of them are complicated, not complicated in the formulation or even how to use them, but complicated in the sense that you need to know what the product does and what it is. Like, it's just gonna say that it's I don't even know. It's just gonna say that it is a hyaluronic acid. If you don't know what a hyaluronic acid is and you don't know how it can affect negatively or positively to your skin, this is going to be another one of those lines I would not recommend just from face value. I haven't tried it, as obviously you can tell, but I am interested in trying it. I've actually been getting more into The Ordinary lately just because I'm trying to cheapen my skincare routine. But that is a brand that I am eyeing and I will potentially be buying soon than later. Rude Cosmetics has come out with a Merfantasia palette. It is a huge palette, huge. My head is probably not far away enough for you guys to see the whole thing. It's a huge palette, too many colors. It is a pretty arrangement of colors, but I would have liked it if they could have condensed it a little bit more, so I will be passing on that. BH Cosmetics and Desi Merke they came out with a collection, an eyeshadow palette together. This is boring to me. So a lot of people do this series weekly. I do it every 2 weeks, and a lot of people talked about this palette last week, and to me it's boring, whereas a lot of people think it's interesting. I think a lot of people are focusing on the shimmers and not necessarily the shimmers and the mattes together. To me, these are all things that I have 10 times over, so I don't need it, let alone the packaging is chunky. I don't know who Desi Marquez is. It just, overall, this is just not appealing to me. Love Lux Beauty has fully released their eyeshadow palette, their Beauty is Power eyeshadow palette. It is what you can see on the screen right now. I would have picked this up if it did not have that first quad to the left where you have the really light peaches and that green. Had it been everything else, I would have probably picked it up. But because it has those 4 colors that I am just not interested in, I'm not going to pick it up. I'm going to leave it at the stove with them. I have just recently done an order with them. I have to figure out where those shadows are because I don't know where they are. Oh, they're in that pink palette, so I need to play around with those. But yeah, just not my cup of tea. Morphe has released their summer collection already. It's called Get Your Bronze On. The only thing that I am even halfway interested in is the bronzer. Actually, that one shadow, that one lip product is pretty. The one really bright pink is pretty, the liquid lipstick, but I'm on a liquid lipstick no buy, so no. But the bronzer seems interesting. I'm not sure if it's going to be deep enough on my complexion and have the undertone that I have been preferring lately. I did swatch the Benefit Toasted bronzer. I don't like the undertone and it's not really deep enough for me, so that's a no-go. I might look for this in store, and if I can find it in store and it works, I might scoop it up, but I'm not about to make an online order for that product specifically. Let's see. Huda Beauty has released a rose collection with her matte Power Bullet lipsticks. Pretty colors, not something that I feel yay or nay about, especially because me and Huda are just not, we're not all there. I do have some things from her in my collection, but we're not all there yet, so we're just gonna stay away. Kristen Leigh has released and restocked her Multichrome shadows. I did go ahead and pick them up. They were in a bundle, so I was able to save money, which I did enjoy. And when I get those singles, I will do a full face of Kristen Leigh with the eyeshadows and the highlighters that I have in my collection. Looksy Beauty has also released their 15 eyeshadow palettes, or 15 eyeshadows that they have been like sneak peeking for a while. I think that some of them are pretty just based on picture, but I want to see somebody swatch them in real life on video. So I'm gonna wait. Hopefully Angelica will be getting her PR package from them soon. Once she does, I'll kind of be making a decision on that then. Ciate London and Jessica Rabbit are doing a collection together. I think this is genius. I really do enjoy it. And this, I had to think about this because I have made a Sephora purchase recently, and I was considering putting some of these in my cart. The lipstick unfortunately was out of stock when I made my purchase. That is the only reason why that lipstick is not in my collection, because that's more of a collector's lipstick in my opinion. It's not something I'm gonna wear. It is a glittery lipstick, but yeah. And then the highlighter, it looks a little too light for me. We will see. And the eyeshadow palette is just too boring. And the colors, the actual mattes are just too light. So the only things that I would consider purchasing, the highlighter and lipsticks, and technically I'm on a no buy for both of them, so we'll see. I haven't watched Mel Thompson's video yet. I will be watching that tonight while I'm editing this video. So depending on her video, I may or may not be inclined to make another Sephora purchase very, very soon. We'll see, we'll see. NARS has released a collection with Connor Tingley. I don't know who that is. I believe they're an artist based in like LA. I don't know. The packaging is beautiful. The packaging is beautiful. I am considering breaking my no-buy for lip products again because I really enjoy the packaging and the colors are beautiful. I will be trying to be strategic and looking through my collection to see what colors I don't have. It's going to be between the two bright ones, the really bright pink and the really bright orange. I think more so the orange because I don't have a very pigmented matte orange. I'm assuming it's a matte. It's an audacious lipstick. I've never tried that formula. I believe it's a matte formula, so I might pick that up just because I've always wanted to try the audacious line. It's a beautiful packaging and I really do enjoy that color, and I have not been able to find a matte orange lipstick that works and is actually fully opaque on my lips. So that might be a purchase, another breaking of my no buy purchase. We'll see. Elf and Jay Kissa have come out with a collab, and I don't know how I feel about this collab. I love Jay Kissa. I haven't been watching her videos lately, but I really do enjoy her content and her personality. The eyeliner, I'm here or there about. I can always use another eyeliner. I don't think I have one in that shade, so it wouldn't be a bad thing to bring in my collection. I don't have colorful mascaras, so that also again would not be a terrible thing to bring in my collection. But the eyeshadow palette, so I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, it's already released, so I don't know. I don't know. I don't need the PR. I don't want the box. Like, I would love to get it as a collection. I don't really want the PR box, if you will, but it's either gonna be all or nothing for that. I don't know what I'm gonna do though. For the MAC Boom Boom Bloom collection, as everybody has found out, the cheek products are trash because the shimmer is just an overspray, so I have not purchased that, nor will I purchase those. But I did purchase a lipstick from this collection. I actually went in store, so I purchased that. I don't feel the need to have more than one scent. I don't feel the need to have more than one scent of MAC Fix Plus. I have the original. I am good. I didn't really want any of the glosses. I have a lot of lip glosses. I don't need any more. And then the eyeshadow palette just did not appeal to me. So that is that. Clionadh Cosmetics is also releasing some duochrome eyeshadows, so keep an eye out on that. I will keep you guys updated. Another thing that is tempting me to break my no buy, a lot of things are tempting me really badly this month. Jordana Takia Cosmetics, I think that's, they have these like illuminating blushes. I want them all. They have a brown chocolatey one, which I can just sense that when I put it on my skin, it's going to blend into my skin, but like the beautifulness is gonna, it's just gonna look like I have like a glossy high cheekbone. And then the other ones look to be beautiful actual blushes. Like I think the honey pie is going to be a really pretty highlighter, but the other three will be beautiful blushes. I want them all. So we'll see how long I can hold out. I've been able to get rid of my urge for everything else, but this one, the Juvia's Place is sneak peeking that they're doing 3 collaborations this year, and a lot of people are thinking that one is going to be with Nikki Tutorials. We don't know yet. They haven't really shown any more than that. Juvia's Place has been sneak peeking a lot, and they also, I'm just going to go ahead and talk about it now, they also have sneak peeked that they're going to be coming out with another Warrior 3 eyeshadow palette. All of their Warrior eyeshadow palettes have been neutral, so I don't know if I'm going to scoop that one up, but we will see and go from there. Touch of Glam has released 9 multi-dimensional eyeshadow toppers. I haven't picked up any of these, but you guys know I love Touch of Glam. I have a whole eyeshadow palette right here filled with all of their singles that I have. I really do enjoy their single eyeshadows and their highlighters. They're in my indie highlighter palette. So overall, I love Touch of Glam, and we will see. I might go ahead and pick up some of those when I'm making like an Etsy order. Kat Von D is coming out with a vegan eyeshadow palette. It is all shimmers, and they're like all primary shimmers, and then in the middle, primary colors in the middle, and then like neutrals on the outside. I don't really get this palette like at all. I feel like she is really gone on off her game, and that's disappointing because Kat Von D was one of my favorite brands for a while. It just seems like she's just no. So yeah, I'm not gonna get that palette. Clionadh Cosmetics has sneak peeked that they're coming out with 3 new eyeshadow palettes. They all look to be 6 pans of eyeshadow. I don't think I need any of these either. At most, I might get this sci-fi green palette, but once again, I don't think I need it. But once again, I don't think I need it because the green that's really killing me right now is right there, and that's the green that's in that eyeshadow palette that I'm really interested in. It looks like the shade ET. So for me, although they're pretty and although Angelica raved about the eyeshadow palette that she was sent, I don't think I need any of those. ColourPop is releasing their spring collection. It's coming out with an eyeshadow palette, 6 blushes, Super Shock blushes, and some lip products with also some jelly, liquid jelly things. The eyeshadow palette is actually interesting. I'm actually intrigued by this. It's very soft, muted. It's honestly reminding me of, I think that it's soft and muted. It's actually reminding me of my Lime Crime Venus XL2 palette, like how soft it is, but in a really good way. I might actually pick this one up and kind of see which one I like better. I'm probably gonna like this ColourPop one just because I can see a lot more matte, and that was my biggest problem with the with the Lime Crime palette. But I want to see if they release the names of these singles, because sometimes they tend to put the same eyeshadows in, like, that are already singles in their palettes. And the one eyeshadow that's really calling to me, which is that green with like a heavy gold reflux, I want to say that's like Tea Garden, and I have Tea Garden, so I might not get that palette. We'll see. Sophia's Cosmetics is releasing new highlighters. These highlighters look really pretty. They're not enticing me as much as those glowy blushes are. Those glowy blushes are really killing it for me right now. I really love glowy brushes. I don't have very many, but the ones I have, I really, really do enjoy. Tarte is releasing yet another foundation. They've been releasing a lot of complexion products lately, and this one is their multitasking foundation, broad spectrum SPF 20 foundation. It is vegan and it has skincare in it. I'm assuming more than just the sunscreen. I mean, the shade range isn't terrible. There are like huge jumps in between certain shades, but the actual amount of shades in each category is pretty equal, so we'll see. I am actually interested in the Tarte face tape because of how good the reviews are, but I'm not purchasing foundations right now. So yeah, Velvet 59 has come out with a Beverly Hills doll eyeshadow palette. Look at this. This is really, really pretty. I like that really Barbie pink with like a really light purple in it. The greens are beautiful. There are some neutrals. It's a pretty palette. Am I gonna pick it up? No, but it was really intriguing and really surprising for me. I think I actually found this in an ad. I don't know, but it really just surprised me, so I wanted to talk about it. Alluring Cosmetics is coming out with a cannabis collection, and this collection is currently up for pre-order. So I don't know how I feel about this collection, and it's for the pure fact that the one quad speaks to me. The one, I'll narrow it down. It's the one with Sour Diesel, what are the names? Sour Diesel, Very Berry Haze, Maui Wowie, and Purple Haze. It's the quad with the purple and the 3 greens. That one interests me, but when they swatched it in a very unrealistic way where you can see all of the colors. Whereas I know that something like this, because it's marbled, all of the colors are going to go together. So I want to see a real swatch of these swirled around and then put on the arm so you can see what they actually look like. I don't want these fake swatches where they like methodically put the color. No, I want a real swatch. So until I get a real swatch, I will not determine how I feel about that collection yet. ColourPop released another really, really good eyeshadow palette, and it is their Just My Luck eyeshadow palette. So this is their all green eyeshadow palette that they're releasing slowly but surely, these 9 pan palettes. I'm really hoping that they come out with a yellow. I know not a lot of people are like down for a full yellow palette, but I am, and that would be like the one ColourPop palette that I actually buy full price, because I haven't bought any ColourPop palettes, even though I'm interested and I want them, because I don't want to pay full price. So anyways, this palette, more importantly, I like it. I really do. I like that a lot of the colors are darker. They have that like that doo-doo green brown. It's just a really nice color. And then with all the other greens that I have, I think that I could definitely get some mid-tone colors in there, because they have the really light mattes and then the darker mattes. There's no real in between, which is fine with me. It's just something that I wanted to mention. Just makeup news, Ulta is coming out with their 21 Days of Beauty. I am not interested in purchasing anything from this, so I will keep my coin. The only things that I might purchase are their like maybe their platinum or diamond rewards, depending on if there's anything really that catches my attention. But all of their like just normal stuff on the catalog, I am not interested in purchasing any of those. Beauty of Color Cosmetics has released a new palette for spring. It is their Girl Power palette. This is a pretty palette. Do I need it? No. Am I gonna get it? No. But it is a very, very pretty palette. I like it. I like the arrangement. I like that there's only really 3 neutrals. They're like the typical neutrals that everybody expects in a palette. And then all the colors, you pretty much have a shimmer to the matte. I think you didn't necessarily need both green mattes. I think there could have been a bigger variation, if not put an actual yellow in there, or put a blue shimmer. But I think it's a really pretty palette and I wanted to talk about it. Stila has released even more of their glitter and glows. These are shimmery pastels. I still haven't purchased any of their last one, which was their Mystique or whatever collection. I want these to go into TJ Maxx, and I hear from other people that they're in TJ Maxx, so I can purchase them at a TJ Maxx. Or they go on sale on their website. Either or. I'm open to any of the above. Ruby May Cosmetics has released a very, very pretty palette. It is on screen, of course, and it is called their Street Art palette. It has a nice lime green, nice yellow, nice primary red, nice primary pink. It's a really pretty palette. The only thing that's bugging me about this palette is I'm pretty sure grapefruit is a purple with infused glitter. I don't like that. No ma'am. But other than that, it's a really pretty palette. Maybe if I have an extra palette option available during a month and I'm still interested in this, I might pick it up. But right now I'm not gonna rush to get it. But it is a very, very pretty palette. Sephora brand is coming out with the collab with it's like with Marvel heroes. So they're a part of it they have a Black Panther highlighter palette, a Marvel Heroes mini kiss bomb trio. They have a lipstick and gloss duo, an eyeshadow palette, a Thor eyeshadow palette. It's a bunch. The packaging leaves a little bit to be desired. It looks to be that they have, oh, is that supposed to be an eyeshadow palette? I think that's supposed to be an eyeshadow palette. That's atrocious. I'm not interested in anything from this collection. They might have been able to sway me because of the topic. I love Marvel, but I don't like any of the products. So yeah. Okay, so I was kind of cut off by my camera talking about the Lime Crime release. It looks like while I was recording, they've actually showed that they're releasing blushes. So that is probably what that soft dimension situation was. And these look to be very interesting colors, a huge arrangement of colors. It's very intriguing, very intriguing. I hope that a lot of people that I follow, oh, these are cream to powder. Yep, I'm not gonna get them. I don't do cream based products. No ma'am. So they're interesting. I would have actually probably tried that Velvet Orchard because that's a really interesting color and it looks to actually appear on the darker skinned model in a nice way. So I would have actually probably purchased that, but no ma'am. And then going back to something that I also was cut off with, the Carity eyeshadow palette. So Carity just released an eyeshadow palette. It's going to be actually like releasing fully on March 18th online on Carity's website. It is called the Let's Take It Back to the 90s eyeshadow palette. This is really reminding me of the Ace Beauty, whatever their last eyeshadow palette was. I'll put it on the screen. It's really reminding me of that overall, the coloring, but I am more willing to give them a try than I am, unfortunately, Ace Beauty. Ace Beauty, I bought 2 of their eyeshadow palettes and I really did not like that formula. Like, I hated that formula. The Carity one, the problem with that was the pigmentation was not there, so it took me too long to build up. But I also only purchased singles. Sometimes singles are different than palettes, so I might go ahead and try this out because it is a color scheme that I like. It has that like lime green yellow situation that is really becoming popular lately. So I might look into getting that. And then the last thing I want to talk about is Beauty Bar Baby. They are releasing a St. Patrick's Day collection. I have purchased now the last 2 collections that Beauty Bar Baby has done. I have purchased at least 1 or 2 things from them, and I really enjoy their formula. So this is their Halloween collection, and then for their Valentine's Day collection, I purchased these 4 shadows right there. So most likely I am gonna go ahead and scoop up these singles as well. I'm really starting to enjoy Beauty Bar Baby, and I'm enjoying their mini collections, so I will probably scoop that up as well. This has been a super long video. My camera's already cut me off twice, which means 40 minutes, and I'm talking again, so I'm not going to talk too much. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, y'all, it has been real.